Nightfall over the Alps, Jax and Therri passed the time on the train.
So how do you really feel about meeting up with your ex-husband again after all this time?
I have to admit it is kind of weird. I have always thought he was charming, intelligent and humorous. We enjoyed each other's company. He was really the first man I felt comfortable enough to relax and be myself.
You can do that with me.
No silly, that is not what I meant. He was the first man who found me attractive and intelligent. I did not have to hide my intelligence. He celebrated it. It made me feel special. Although years older than me, and much wiser, he treated me as an equal. He never spoke down to me, or what is that word? He never mansplained things to me. Yucks, men can be so funny and so threatened by smart and confident women. He never was. And for that I will always have a special place for him in my heart.
I see that and I understand. It must have been hard for you when he betrayed you.
Yucks, you must realize, I was young, right out of university. I was dealing with a lot of problems with my family. We were a dysfunctional mess. I had no real good role models for relationships. Both my father and my mother had lovers. They never wanted children, and both me and my brother Rudy were sent away to school.
That much I know. I know the problems and what happened to your brother and to your father because of Robert von Wattenberg.
And what he did to me too, yucks, do not forget. But I was talking about Tony. While I was working as an intern in his offices in London, I thought I was so smart and worldly. Now I see how naive I was about the things of the world.
You married him very quickly, right?
Well, es war wie ein Märchen. Like a fairy tale, he swept me off my feet. I now know that we should have never married. But he was gemütlich, comfortable, cozy and made me feel safe and secure.
Isn't that what we all want?
Yes, it is. Tony and I really cared for one another. We loved one another, but more as friends or siblings and not as lovers. Naive as I was, I did not know that at the time. He had emotional and physical needs and desires I could not give him. And I had no right to deny him his true self. I thought we were honest and open with each other. I knew much about his business and other interests.
So what happened? Well, I know what happened, but what happened after that?
He felt he had to hide an important part of himself from me. It hurt me when the truth came out. I was immature and vindictive. I struck out in anger, and said, and did things in the divorce, that I regret. He settled with me financially, in a way I would never have to ever worry about money again, even without my family legacy. But my silly pride was hurt.
Therri, I know what it is to have to hide yourself from the world. It is so painful. It takes a terrible toll on your heart and your soul. I know where Tony was coming from. It was a place of fear, hate and self-loathing. I have been there. I am sorry you had to go through it, but you know he was in as much pain as you were.
Yes, I know that now. It has taken time to lick my wounds, and reconsider and reassess what we had. This trip can be a chance to rekindle our friendship, on a much more open and mature way. I look forward to that.
Me too. Therri, me too.
As Therri and Jax talk about their life and their loves, the German countryside rolls by. With a better understanding of Therri and her relationship with Anthony Beecham, Jax is more content and excited about what this trip has in store for their little gang. To be continued.